Welcome in. Today we are going to be talking about the master and guide summit1g. He is a person who is a master at something. And until somebody asks him about what he is a master of, people really aren't going to listen to him. So, from his perspective, if he were to talk about gaming to someone without them asking about it, they would just roll their eyes and just be like, oh my God, this is something he's talking about again. Or for those of you who know him on a deeper level, who watch him regularly, I'm sure there's some things that he talks about and you're like, oh my God, rolls eyes. Of course he's going to talk about this again. Summit is a person who really has a lot of depth. And he is alert to what is healthy for him and what is safe for him. And it is okay for him to take risks because for him, risks in the moment, he understands what is correct for him. It brings him vitality. And in order to bring out that innocence in him, that shock that he's supposed to initiate in life, taking risks is a part of that. Now, he is a person of his community. He takes care of his community. But the thing is that he must make sure that he fills his cup first and then pours into others. Because without it, he's going to lose himself. He's a person who really enjoys starting something new for the fact of experiencing something new, different, just to have the experience, just to have progress in something. But what he needs to understand is that he needs to contract and reduce down to one thing at a time. Because he has a million ideas, he just doesn't have a place to land those ideas. And if he tries to initiate all of them at once, they're all going to be a watered down version of what it could be. So just focus on one thing at a time. It will bring you vitality if you do things one at a time. Do one thing for 2 hours, another thing for another 2 hours. It'll make your experience more graceful. Talking about being a graceful being, you are the listener. And being the listener, a lot of people tell you a lot of different things. It's just like, whoa, why did that person just tell me that thing? But don't be a hoarder of all the secrets. You got to share the secrets. Because you are here to tell us something, being a transmitter. You might do it in an exaggerated way. You might say there's 18 million people who do that one thing, everything, everywhere, every time. But once again, it brings you vitality because you're a risky person when you know what is correct for you to initiate. When you say things like, I will, I bet you do commit. You are a person who really does know who they are, whether in regards to identity, direction, or love. You might feel a lot of pressure to grow your environment, your physical surroundings. You might feel the pressure to answer all the questions, or you might not know what to think. You might find yourself endlessly scrolling in the depths of the rabbit hole of the internet. And when you find yourself feeling pressured to do so and you act on it, you're really showing you're not self. You're going to become bitter when you try to grow in your environment and it's not correct for you, or you answer questions that aren't correct for you. And truly, you only know what you know, so you don't have to answer everybody else's questions. You are a person who also might avoid confrontation and truth, so you might you might just be the yes man to not rock the boat. Now, in order for Summit to be successful, he needs an environment in which being a sage, a role model, is appropriate. Take that as you will. There's not many more words that I can add to that. But the type of people he needs in his environment to be successful are those that will allow him to fumble and fall, to see the holes in what is wrong and fix them or not if he chooses to, and do the cycle all over again. Fumble, fall, see the hole in the thing, fix it or not. But he needs those type of people in his environment that will give him the space to do that. There's a lot of different things that we could talk about regarding who Summit is, and one of the things that we could talk about is his purpose in life. What? We can talk about purpose here? Yeah, so things that are unexpected. Does that resonate with you? For those of you who are listening to this, does he do things that are unexpected? Well, being in the moment and taking risky things or doing risky things are things that are correct for him because it'll bring him vitality once again. So he has a lot of depth and he is aware of some of the depth that he has, and there's a lot of things about himself that he may not recognize. He is an influencer. He is here to be of influence. It's right in his energy. You Summit, because you might have the capability of going and going and going, but you might burn yourself out because you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you just don't stop, and that's not good. It'll make you bitter. It'll burn you out. So once your energy tells you to stop, you got to stop. And your energy will tell you. It will close in on itself. It'll back away. It'll get sick. But what's important for you is that physical movement is important for you, but also the fact that you need your own space to discharge all of the energy that you did bring in from everybody else during the day. Everybody else's drama, everybody else's words. So maybe going for a walk or having your own studio, or, sleeping alone, napping alone. Those are all great things. So just be wary that you're taking in a lot of people's stuff all the time and it might not be yours. So it's interesting. He may avoid confrontation and truth and may not want to be seen, which may make him bitter, but he also has the ability to know how to be seen or not. And when he goes above and beyond and makes these plans, these steps of, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 to be seen, yeah, that's when he becomes bitter as well. So yes, he is a person. Let's review this quickly. He is a very competitive person who is here to share something because he has a lot of depth. His riskiness will bring him vitality. He is a caring person to his tribe. He is a person who is very graceful, who wants to have experiences just to finish the experiences. He has a lot of ideas, and there's a lot of things that will bring him bitterness in life. And what will bring him bitterness is pushing too hard, too long, going above and beyond energy levels that it's just he can't take. Growing his physical environment, putting on a mask to hide who he really is so that he isn't bullied for who, the true person he is, or avoiding confrontation and truth, doing things to purposely be seen, trying to prove that you know, or getting the answers to things. All those things might make him bitter in life. All right. Once again, there's many things that we could talk about regarding who he is as a person. I bet he feels tired when he wakes up because he is of a rare variety who, in my opinion, works as they sleep. So we could talk about different varieties of experiences, like what's going to happen when he turns 29. 29 already happened, I believe. This is what happened when he turned 29. And we can talk about things that happen when he might turn, I don't know, around the age of 40 something. All right, I'm going to end it there. I'm just babbling now. If you want more of these experiences, come by my channel, Katie Lynn. I do these live on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and we will see you next time.